My QRA is on Holes. Holes is about a young teenager named Stanley Yelnats who was sent to a juvenile facility because he was accused of stealing some shoes. Even though he didn't steal the shoes, he just considered it more bad luck in his life of bad luck. He had a decision to either go to jail or Camp Green Lake. He chose to go to Camp Green Lake. At this camp, the warden made the boys dig holes all day, every day. The warden was a descendant of Cade, who over 100 years ago stole a suitcase full of money and buried it in the desert. This is why the warden was making the kids dig holes, to find the treasure. During the story, Stanley and Zero develop a close friendship, and Stanley teaches Zero to read, and Zero helps Stanley dig his holes. One day, Zero decided to run away from all this. A day later, Stanley goes and tries to find him. He finds Zero hidden under a boat near the mountains. They head for the mountains looking for water. They find muddy water and onions growing beneath the ground, which they live off of for a week. After discussing their options, they decide to go back and dig up the treasure for themselves. And they have a very good idea where it is. They sneak back to camp for food, water, and shovels, and head out to dig up the treasure. After a few hours of digging, they find the treasure, but just as they find the treasure, the warden finds them. At this time, the Attorney General and Stanley's attorney show up because they find out that Stanley is innocent. The Attorney General allows Stanley and Zero to keep the treasure since they are the ones who dug it up. The Attorney General arrests the warden and closes down the camp. Stanley and Zero become millionaires and buy houses for their families next door to each other and become lifelong friends. This is Camp Green Lake that Stanley was sentenced to go to. This is the hole that they had to dig to find the treasure. This is Cade. She's the one who hid the treasure in the desert over 100 years ago. This is Stanley and Zero. This is when they form a friendship, and Stanley starts teaching Zero how to read. This resembles the boat that Zero was hidden under when he ran away.
Good.
I'd recommend this book to any teen reader who likes adventure.